Hello, welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. My name is Laurel. This is going to be a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who has Scorpio strongly in your chart. As I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, Scorpio, I got the image of somebody overcommitting themselves. So somebody overcommitting themselves on a personal project or something. The image I got was somebody who never exercises saying, oh, I'm going to start exercising 3 times a week. And then failing that once or twice and not meeting that goal, giving up. So you may be, for this time period, Scorpio, struggling with trying to uphold your commitments to yourself. And the guidance is just simply to don't overcommit. So instead of working out 3 times a week, maybe you say, I'd like to work out 3 times a week, but I'm going to definitely work out 1 time a week. And that way, if you don't hit that 3 goal, you don't completely fail and give up. The thing with 3 times a week is you're going from working out 0 times a month to 12 to 15 times a month, which is a huge jump. So don't do that to yourself. Lower your goal or make it a little bit more realistic, and you can always do more. But when you set a high goal, you fall off just at least 1 week. You only work out twice, and then you say, oh, I'm a failure. I don't want to do it anymore. I can't do it. So try not to do that to yourself. I don't know if that's even going to resonate with this reading, but that's the message I got there. Okay. For the main part of the reading, I'm using the Murder of Crows Tarot by Corrado Roy. It's R-O-I. I've had comments, it's kind of a dark deck. Somebody called it spooky. I agree, it's a little intimidating, but I get really clear messages with it, so please look past the gothic, dark, spooky stuff if you don't like it. I realize I'm talking to Scorpio and that's probably not going to apply, but I just, disclaimer, okay. So, I've already shuffled the deck. I'm going to give it another couple shuffles just to get it to the right place. Okay. Messages for Scorpio. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and Justice in reverse. So it appears that you might be dealing with, this is kind of the subject of the reading. There's some sort of a conflict going on. It's ongoing. It makes it so you can't see, you can't move forward. You haven't been able to see any positive outcome because things are unbalanced. Justice has gone not in your favor. You might be dealing with a karmic situation. And right now you're on the down side of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this has manifested in your world and put you in a position of the Page of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles. So the Page of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in the position of control. Here's the Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, try not to get it to glare on there. And the 9 of Pentacles. The Page of Swords very often is, and especially in reverse, we're going to go with the more sinister of the definitions for this card. Could be spying, stalking, online stalking, stalking somebody's social media. The the 9 of Pentacles in the position of control. And I have to say that this Page of Swords in reverse is in your position. So you may, because of this conflict, be stalking somebody's social media or checking up on them or going through their stuff, going through their phone, because that helps you feel a little more secure. Then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is in the position of other. So the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, that darn glare. Ah, haha, I figured it out. Okay. The Seven of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. These are in the position of what you're dealing with. It does look like the reason you are spying and trying to figure things out is because you believe somebody has taken something from you. They've undermined you. That's it. They've taken you. Somebody, the King of Wands in reverse, somebody very passionate, very fiery, and very forceful, very I'm gonna force my will, may have, or you at least believe that they have taken something from you. Next we get, and this is the action you've taken or you've decided to take. You have the Magician, the World in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. You're holding your ground. This is in the position of your will. Here's the Magician with the World in reverse. This shows me that you are stubborn and you are not letting it go. This is what it is, and you are going to not let it, you're not going to let it lie the way it is. You're out to find your fulfillment in this situation. This is the Nine of Cups. So whatever happened here, whatever it was that this shady King of Wands in reverse character took from you, you're not okay with it. Okay. This is laid the foundation of the reading. If this reading is going to resonate with you, you'll know it already by now, because now we start moving forward, okay? Going forward in your environment, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Sun in reverse. So the environment is not very conducive to you, to giving you what you are searching for. The Nine of Wands in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Okay? It may not be the right time for you to go after this. No, I don't think that's what it is. I think that deciding to make this happen, you're going to use everything in your arsenal. This is going to be a difficult battle. The good thing about the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Sun in reverse is that in some cases, and I will say here, makes them potential energies. I think that you are probably going to find a way to overcome this, because those are untruths. They're in reverse. They are not real. And the Magician certainly has the ability to reveal untruths. Okay. Going forward, your new perspective, you have the Temperance card. So, from your new understanding of what's actually happening, I feel like the message that came to me in looking at this card is that you are using their own lies, their own skeeziness, their own tools against them. Kind of like which maybe it's all of the martial arts, but I know that a good deal of the martial arts, Taekwondo, Aikido, they use the other person's energy against them. They take what comes at them and turn it back on their opponent. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Change is going to come. You've got the Six of Wands. Now this is generally the victory card, but in the position that it is, I would say change is going to come from your absolute righteousness, from you also putting yourself out there to be seen. Because the Six of Wands, this is in the Rider-Waite deck, it's generally a warrior coming home from battle, a very successful decorated warrior coming home from battle. It speaks to victory, but more than that, it speaks to being in the public eye. So whatever is going to change here, you need to make it be known. You can't just keep playing with it in your head. You can't just keep stalking somebody's social media. You actually have to put this out into the world. Okay, your best course of action, the Nine of Swords. Okay, having this in the position of your best course of action, along with the Six of Wands, I would say your best course of action is to let it be known what's happened to you, more so let it be known how this has affected you. I watched a TED Talk recently, let me just share a side note here, where it talked about leaders and storytelling. And that oftentimes in business, leaders want to just present the data. And I can tell you from my own life experience, like when I go to court in battles against my ex-husband, I hate that term, battles, but whatever. Everything is just data, and data is out of context. Without the story that goes with it, it's meaningless, and the other person cannot connect to it. So your best chance of victory is to communicate how this has been for you, what a nightmare it's been for you. Just giving the data isn't enough. The person that you're dealing with, or the people, or the situation that you are exposing this to, they need to understand how this has affected you. What you're going to struggle with, the Six of Swords, and this one wants to come out too, and the Lovers. No, that one doesn't. Okay. The Six of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, so it looks to me, the Six of Swords and the Lovers. Six of Swords, Lovers, obviously. So, this says to me that this is a karmic relationship. This is in the position of what you're going to struggle with. It's probably you're trying to get away from this interaction with this other person. It's probably a karmic relationship, even whether it's a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. This could be very, very well, especially with all of the swords we have going on here. This could be a business relationship. It could be, I feel like it's a business relationship. Whatever it is, you were meant to experience this, and you're trying to get away, but you feel tied to it. This is what you're going to struggle with, getting away from this thing that's tied together to you that is not good for you. What needs to fall away? Two of Wands. That's interesting for that position. What needs to fall away, I think, is you need to stop thinking about it and actually take action in the world. The Wands suit is the fire suit, it's spirit, it's the Two of Wands especially speaks to me of connection with your higher self. I think that this speaks to stop being in your head, stop planning and actually take action. Let's take a clarifier on that. The Knight of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. Here's the Knight of Wands in this deck in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. These are clarifying the Two of Wands. So what you've been thinking about, that's what it is. What needs to fall away is some notion of, okay, so you've come up with a solution for this problem, and I think it's wrong. That solution, you taking action on that solution isn't going to go well. The Four of Cups, apathy. No, there's two ways to read this card, and right now I'm reading it that, like, if you take action, what needs to fall away is that the action you've decided to do is not the right action, and it's not going to get you what you want. It's not going to bring in help from the universe. It's not going to get you what you want. It's going to get you more of the same. So what needs to fall away is what you've decided to do. Oh, ouch. Okay, so it looks like you have concluded how you're going to take care of this. Now, there's something about this combination because of the Two of Wands in there that is very your connection to your higher self. I think that possibly the action you've taken or you're planning on taking does not take into account that higher self, the perspective of your soul, and what is better in the overview, what is a better option, what is a better choice. We're gonna go with that. The direction you need to follow, instead of whatever that is, that bursting forward, the crooked thinking of like stalking somebody's Facebook and keep looking at what they're doing, and that's crooked thinking. And the crooked thinking inherent in this and the crooked actions based on that or something, not going to work. So where you got to go instead, the direction you should head is the Seven of Pentacles. Be patient. Lay your foundation. Here's the Seven of Pentacles in this deck. This is very similar to the Two of Wands card in the Rider-Waite deck. He's in this deck, the ravens and the crows are the world. So he's holding the world in his hand and looking out over the horizon. This is very similar to, maybe even more so, the Three of Wands, because he's holding a raven and there's three in the air, the crows. I think you need to not be rash with what you've decided. Be patient, be strategic, plan it out. That's the direction you need to go. You need to not be impatient, and that is another thing that the Temperance card speaks to. Patience. So this is very much opposite of this Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands is an incredibly fast-moving card. Fast-moving energy. I'm going to do it. Rash decisions. Yes. The Knight of Wands in reverse, rash decisions. Do not make rash decisions. This is Pentacles. This is grounded. This is earth-based. Be very strategic, planned, and patient in what you decide. Look at the long game. Look at the long game. Okay. What you're not seeing is the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse is what you're not seeing is you're being held back. You're being stopped in your tracks. The reason you're being stopped in your tracks is because it's not the best plan. This is not in alignment with your higher self. The Chariot is normally moving forward. It's victory, success, moving forward assuredly and with integrity. To me, the Chariot is definitely the integrity card in this deck. Not this deck, any deck. This is in reverse. What you're not seeing is that what you're doing is not in alignment with your highest good. What's going to be illuminated is the 10 of Cups in reverse. So what's going to be illuminated, when you talk about the ways that this thing has affected you, this is that 9 of Swords. What's going to be illuminated is how hurt you've been, how unfulfilling it's been, how you've been unable to reach a fulfilling, happy position in your life. That's what's going to be illuminated. The bigger picture is the 4 of Pentacles. That's the only one that wants to come out there. Well, okay, another one. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's going to be illuminated. This is the 4 of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What's going to be illuminated is that, because look at this guy. Oh, in this deck especially, this guy looks very sinister. Not great, not nice. What's the bigger picture is that, being greedy, going after stuff, does not actually get you a new start. Okay. It seems, Scorpio, that somebody stole something from you. That's that 7 of Swords. Somebody stole something from you and you are insisting on getting it back because you want a new start. And like if they stole a house from you, or if they stole all your money, you think that you need that money to make a new life, to make a new start. But this is saying, going after that, focusing on stuff is not actually going to get you that. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. We're going to go into that some more if we don't get the answer on, well, then what is? I think what this is saying is that somebody took something from you. You're trying to get it back because you think getting that back will make you happy. It's not going to make you happy. The outcome, the potential outcome of all of this, 2 of Cups in reverse. Any more want to come out? Nope. That's it. 2 of Cups in reverse. That's the potential outcome. Well, that says to me that the potential outcome is, and what you were struggling with is the 6 of Swords. Leaving. The potential outcome is that there is no reconciliation. There is no reconciliation in this relationship. If it's a business relationship, if it's a personal relationship, the current path this is on is going to be no reconciliation. That's the outcome if you follow the guidance here. So what's under the deck? the Ace of Swords. So I think because of this is a new perspective, a new understanding, a new way of thinking about things, truth. The truth of this matter is that you're in business or in a relationship with a shady character that you aren't going to ever be able to make this work out. What you're going to struggle with is leaving, walking away. It looks to me like you are struggling with leaving because you are trying to get back what you had, what you thought you had, what you thought you had. You're trying to get back an idea of something that you thought you had, but you never had. Never had it. I think, Scorpio, that you need to seriously reconsider whether you actually had what it is that you think they stole. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, I want a little bit more information though, so I'm going to throw some runes on this, see if we can get a little bit more clarity. More clarity for Scorpio, please. Okay. So on top of the Six of Wands, you've got Tewaz to the side. Okay? Tewaz is the spiritual warrior. Okay? In this spread, it's pointing at the Nine of Swords. So, yes, you, this speaks to definitely you need to look at what's harmed you, what's hurt you. Maybe you need to face your demons. But this, then, the way it's landed here, let me show you if I can. Let's see, did that work? Can you see? Where's my hand? Okay, hold on. Okay, this is Tewaz on its side, pointing over here at the Nine of Swords in reverse. Here, on top of the King of Wands and the Four Cups in reverse, we have Berkana pointing down. It's this is fertility, all potential. The position that it's in, it's like there is no potential here. Normally, so this is Berkana, okay? If it were laid on its side this way, I'd think that there was some potential. That's like mountains, that's there's something to grow. This is growing down in the wrong way. I think that there's nothing, there's no fertility, there's nothing there. What you are looking for, there's nothing there. Up here, can we see? Up here, okay, we can see. Here is Rido. Rido landed straight upright on top of the Two of Cups in reverse. Rido is working in tandem with your higher self. You're the rider, the horse is your higher self. You're God's feet, but God is in the driver's seat. You have to do the action, but you have to trust God. That's what this is. This thing that you are trying to revive, reconcile, get back, going away because you need to move somewhere. Your higher self is trying to move you into something better. You need to let it. And then up here, way up here, we have something that was turned over. Othilla. This is Othilla, and it's in reverse. Othilla speaks to karmic contracts. This is Othilla upright. Othilla speaks to karmic contracts. You have this in reverse. You are holding on to a karmic contract, or this entire cycle you're going through. is meant to inevitably connect you better to your higher self. Your higher self has something better for you. This is Rido. So I think the overall message here, especially, oh, that makes sense then, with the Nine of Wands and the Sun in reverse coming out in your environment. You can't win here. There's no winning. There's no beating this. You need to chalk this up to a karmic lesson. Trust your guides. Trust your higher power, your higher self. Trust God. That God is going to take you somewhere better. There is no fertility here for Kana on its side. This only leads to nightmares. Very, very interesting. Okay, I hope that that's helped, Scorpio, and until next time, I wish you well. Namaste.